YouTube model railroader fans. I'm Ray. Welcome to Boeville, Newtown's vlog number 8 for 2019. It happens to be July 17th or July 14th, 2019, and this is not off to a good start again. I had to just delete what I just did because I'm recording on my phone because my iPad took a dump. Apparently it came up with saying it needed to be activated, and I'm like, it's always been activated, but it was my daughter's, so I'm like, well, maybe you know how to fix this thing. So, and she tried, and she's going to have to take a look into it a little bit deeper tomorrow and figure out what exactly is going on with the iPad. So, any rate, here we are, vlog number 8. I went ahead and, well, the other problem with the iPad taking a dump is the fact that I actually recorded something the other night, was going to add it to the vlog tonight. Well, I can't get to it, so we're going to do this from the seat of our pants, and since this is the second time through, because the first time through, everything was this way, and that doesn't work, so I'm going back to this direction. So, any rate, let's go ahead and take a look at the layout so you all know what's going on. So, give me a minute, we'll be right back. Okay. Well, here is what will be Newtown and the two yards, the two hidden yards. And going from this direction, of course, there's all of our exercise equipment now. Going from here all the way down there, 33 feet. And one of the things that I was talking about the other night when I was redoing this, as you all know, originally this was all girder from this point all the way down, and I realized that the girder number 1 was just way too flimsy for this long of a run, and it was also way too narrow. So what I did is I took a page out of what I had from before underneath of Wykert Hill, which was a 2-foot section, 2 foot deep, 5 foot long. I actually turned the L girders, in fact you can see them here, the L girders are actually sitting this way instead of like the rest of them, and then of course this will now support not only the 1.5 for the 1 foot 3 inch sections, but it will also help to hold up the backdrop once I get to that point. That was one of the other things I happened to think about with the way it was before. There wasn't going to be any room in the middle for holding up the backdrop. So we're sitting here, we're actually headed towards Boeville, which obviously isn't here yet either. But this is the Benchwork for it, and of course Boeville is actually over here, to which I have to cut about a foot or 2 off of this and actually add it to the opposite end where the turntable used to be. And the turntable is actually going to be, it's going to get flipped. So there's going to be some work to do on this. But we'll get to that when we cross that bridge when we come to it, because we're not there yet. Sorry for the darkness. I forgot to turn on the lights over top of the bar. It would probably help so as you all can see exactly what's been happening here. Let me go ahead and turn on this extra set of lighting. And you can also see the reason why I'm going to put light over top of the layout itself, because the lights that are down here don't seem to do a very good job. Anyway, so here's our 5 foot wide, what will be Boeville. You know, the yard will all be here. And of course, now we're back onto the bridge, what I'm calling the bridge, which there will be some bridges on this. My original idea of doing that area off of 695 and Wykert or Luskins Hill, where the Maryland and Pennsylvania used to cross, I don't think I'm going to have enough room to do that, because I'm really only going to end up with about 6 inches on either side of the middle to actually do any type of track work. So it's going to be really, really tight through here. Oops, sorry, I just shifted hands. But I've got it kind of temporarily set up on this end, as you can see there. And you can also see that I left some of the old terminal strips, which they'll be coming off because that's not where they're going to be. But that is where we're at. So we got rid of the L girders going straight down the line and went over to L girders shaped, or L girders with legs to hold this up, which is going to be a lot more stable. This is going to be a lot better in the long run. I mean, right now it's pretty stable as it sits. I mean, I'm shaking the living heck out of it, and then it's going right back to where it is. One of the things I need to do yet is in this section here, whoops, I need to bolt these together. That'll just strengthen this up. And then of course I need to do the same thing over here. This will get bolted together. Right now I just got a quick clamp holding it there, or a quick grip. And then, you know, this section here will just kind of be, this section will just become part of the normal bench work. But that's where we're at. So we're making progress. I've got some bracing to do. One of the things I noticed when I was doing this the first time is that Boeville is starting to sag a little bit over here, which I kind of expected. I knew I needed to put a brace from underneath these 2x4s here down to the leg to, when that extension, that the L girder is actually extended out about on this end. The L girders are actually extended out like 2 feet to make up that difference, because I wanted that to be an 8-foot run from here to there. So that's 8 feet, and of course the width is going to be, and in fact this board is sitting up on top with the extension cord on top of it, that's 5 feet. So kind of gives you an idea as to what we're looking at here. And of course we'll have the same 5-foot width over top of these L girders as well. And of course there's the other vacuum, but and then there's, you know, off into the distance is the rest of our stuff. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. So much fun having to hold the camera while I'm doing these. Sorry. At least for the moment, until I figure out some other way of doing this. Hopefully I get the iPad back. But that's all we've got here this week. You know, my daughter actually came back, just got back from her 3-week excursions. So she was down here helping me out a little bit tonight, which was a good thing. I needed it. So that's all we've got for this week, folks. Stay tuned. I'm actually going to go ahead and I know I'm sure I've done it in the past, but I'm not sure if everybody's seen it. So I'll try to remember to put the link to my Facebook page for the railroad in here. And you all know the deal. Wait for the high ball. Green tracks ahead. We'll catch you all next time. Be safe. God bless. See ya.